That's a good question, Sheaves. But more importantly, I've got Lizard back here. We got him off the panel. He's been so popular there the last few days, but he's ready to give me some in-game analysis.
I'm back, baby. And I can't wait because this game, it actually does not look one-sided at all. Like, we do have the Undying and Tiny on Virtus.Pro, which is kind of weird, but it's Virtus.Pro. Like, these guys...
They got a plan.
They've got a plan, definitely.
They've won how many ESLs, for example, in a row? These guys, I mean, they didn't win TI, but at the same time, they are considered the top-seeded team in the CIS region. Uncontested.
Uncontested, definitely. They are so strong. They did take a break, a small, short break in which we haven't seen them play too much. But honestly... Like yesterday, they came in so strong. Like they were so decisive with all their movements. It was all on point. Maybe they needed that. Like,
and especially no one. Let's let that play in the mid lane. I always remember that from this tournament so far. The Shadow Fiend turnaround of the steal.
Oh.
And you know, this is kind of like no one in a nutshell, right? He's this type of mid that you go, yeah, sure, he's top tier, whatever. He's not in it to make the flashy plays, but when the moment requires it. He pulls out of the back.
Actually, we're going to watch no one Invoker.
Yeah,
I'm hyped.
Exactly.
I'm so hyped. Oh, he's Quas Wex versus TA?
I understand this, though, because they were saying on the panel, this is a greedy lineup for VP.
He doesn't have to be, even though he started like this, right? But most likely, it's the case. He's playing versus TA. I understand what you said, that they are greedy and all that, but I fear for him. It's no one, and I can't wait to see how that lane goes. But TA has an advantage, even versus Exort Invoker. Like,
It is the typical ban you make if you want to pick out an Invoker, yeah.
But, yeah, we have to wait and see, because it's going to be definitely interesting. Solo with his Stout Shield, I like this as well. He's a position 5 this game, definitely, but he has the Stout, which is going to enable him to trade hits with whoever is on this safe lane. And right now, what I'm seeing is only Klinks. Yeah, but if it's 3 there, if it's Phoenix there, he's going to be able to trade hits either way. So, but actually, it's Klinks and 3 and 2. I'm blind, apparently.
That's all right. You know what it is? It's you don't get to see it from this view often. They've been exhausting on the panel. You get a big TV to watch it from. Now you get your own focus little monitor. And
I'm actually happy that I'm gonna be able to follow the game a bit more closely like this as well. I'm happy to be back with you, man. That's what I'm saying.
So, it's good to see you again as well. I've just been sitting there watching them backstage, waiting for the moment.
I don't mind the panel. They're all great guys, but
it's just not the same.
Yeah, it's not the same without you, man. Tomorrow we're going to be on the panel.
We'll be on the panel together.
Mm.
They're going to have to split us up. There's going to be some
definitely
some focused conversations. Am I the only one that would like to see Ramses play POS 5 just so he gets Undying? And his name, because his name fits that of a Pharaoh, right?
So he has that.
Yeah, so he has that whole set. Yeah, I want that.
You're the only one. All right, we see a 3-end with his Rambo
He looks so dopey, actually. He's seen some things. It's a nice little advertisement coming out.
He sees all the things. That's why this hero is picked so much. He sees everything. Like, even without the Aghanims, you give so much vision to your team. You run around. You just... it's so hard to play against the tree, actually. Even if you're planting sentries and scouting him, he still does his job. Like, he just runs you down. And on the laning stage, he's also so strong. This game, though, he's going to be matched versus Undying. And Undying is one of those heroes that can deal with him. So that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, Undying, kind of like your tick box, is it a perfect Undying game? Are you up against Strength Fearers in lane? Because not only are you removing health from them and making them an easier kill, you're also reducing their harassment through right clicks.
Exactly. However, like, I think it was Kyle that said, as you are lowering his HP, the Leech Seed is going to heal him up a bit more. So there's that aspect to it. But it definitely is a decent way to deal with the tree and that Undying pick. As long as you play it right. It's a bit skill-based matchup when usually it's not a skill-based matchup because he's hitting you for 100 damage. Where's the skill in that? Like, he just right-clicks you. And that
Are you suggesting right-clickers do not take some form of skill?
Actually, that last... they do. They take a bunch of skill, and you have to play it properly because you have to position yourself. Oh, what the?
I'm trying to work out what's going on there. He's got a lot of downwards pull on that one. That actually may be my favorite statue now.
I have never seen this, and it's awesome.
Well, the stretch.
It's so good. That belly.
The belly will always touch ground first. We got it.
That's so...
Is that when he spawns? I think that's when he spawns.
Look at the odds, man.
Yeah, the odds are definitely in favor of VP, but you kind of expect that they, they are the kings of CIS.
Hello, dear Queen of Pain. How are you doing? How are you doing?
And while he's distracted by the Queen of Pain that's walked into the bar, I'll talk about the fact that, N.I.P are a more recent squad. They are proving themselves capable. Come on, this is PPD. All right, savior of NA, now here to save EU from itself.
I mean, if you're looking at this draft, I honestly think PPD did so well. It's well-rounded, you have multiple saves for the egg, you have a strong mid matchup, which you should win. Your safe lane shouldn't struggle too much. Overall, like, if you deleted the names, and you just gave me the drafts, I would definitely go with PPD's draft. So there's that. Even though I love Virtus.Pro, they were always my favorite team. Honestly, one of the players that I admire, respect so much, Roger is on them right now, hasn't been like as much as the rest of them, right? But
it's that case that VP have always been identified as this team with a little bit of secret sauce, right? They just come out, and the way they play the game is so rapid, so fast, so aggressive. Many teams struggle to match it.
Basically, they are very decisive with their movements, and they're also skilled enough to execute those movements properly. And that's the thing. Look at this. Like, what? Little skeleton burning.
You're just obsessed with it now. This is the stage where we get to talk about cosmetics.
Yeah,
who's right with this one?
I'm done with you now.
Who's winning the cosmetical war?
The turtle is. Look at that. Look at that. Look, baby. Look at that turtle.
He's having a few problems with the trees. Actually, is that turtle? Is that the mushroom? Because I can see on the other. No, the other side's the mushroom. That is the mushroom as well.
What are you talking about? There was a turtle right there in the grass.
I was paying attention to the wards. The wards have my attention. I'm sorry.
No, it's not the wards.
Who cares about the wards? You're only a pos 5. It's not like it's the most important thing in the game.
Look at that beefy boy in the Roche pit, though. We're not going to see him any longer because the game has started.
Underway.
Let's go!
We are here. Now, to highlight what you were saying before, the Trian is potent itself, but they did get the Phoenix. And this combo has an absurd success rate. And it's actually insane that it hasn't really been picked up much in the NA region with the two. Phoenix is popular, but I was talking to a few guys backstage, and they say it's just people don't like Trian. People don't like playing that hero in the NA region, but everywhere else is insanely popular.
Yeah. Well, PPD has to adapt. After all, he's not in NA anymore, so he's got
to embrace our EU ways.
Yeah, he has to draft accordingly and play well as well. I'm just kidding, of course.
Oh, nicely done there. So actually,
it wasn't denied.
Yeah, it wasn't denied, but it wasn't got either. The creep got the final touch.
Yeah, but it wasn't denied. I think if you are skilling Quas versus a TA with refraction,
you need levels more than just gold.
I mean, you're happy that it just isn't denied. Honestly, you should be. And look at this. Oh, almost. Never mind.
He's never gonna. No, come on. Let's be honest here. He's not gonna get many denies with the without the exhort.
That solo attempted to sneak the courier with the smoke, didn't manage to. Ports back bottom.
This one's way out now. Ramsey's been harassed pretty heavily so far.
I mean, usually, this is the issue. Like, you go for that smoke and you try to kill the courier. If you don't, Ramsey is already on temp. Like, right now he healed up a bit, but he was already zoned out a bit, right? He only has one CS. And if you were here from the start, he would be doing much better. He wouldn't miss that full first wave, which actually brings a lot to N.I.P. as they're going to get those level 2s faster. However, both of these, we talked about Treant and Axe. What the panel did not mention, though, is that Phoenix is also a strength hero. If I haven't... Yeah, it should be a strength hero, and Solo should do fairly well versus him as well here. So, Undying versus this lane works amazingly well, too.
Yeah, and I think you're right. He should have been there from the get-go. If you snipe a courier, great. But at the same time, Morphling's crucial here.
If you snipe the courier versus a TA, it helps your invoker so much, so I can definitely understand why he did it. Like,
sure, but in this draft, right, like Morphling's the priority because that invoker is going to be a Quaswex. It's going to be focused on creating space, not being the core carry.
I completely agree with you, and because of that, I think that invoker should be the one that is given as many resources as possible to succeed through the VP.
Solo's not going to be able to succeed at this. He's going to go down first blood, drawn, Saxa burns him up. Ramsey's alone. So now, you were saying about the mid lane trying to enable it, but...
I was just saying,
It's a crapshoot though, right? Like the chances that you get that core out, it's not likely that no one's gonna be able to harass Fada hard enough that he has to bring out the salve quickly.
Of course not, but any help is good to no one. That's what I was trying to convey. And so far, he's actually doing so well. Look at that.
He really is. He's keeping up.
I mean,
he gets his CS ribbon. He's done well.
He's done amazingly well.
Oh, so close. The Soul Rip couldn't get him. He'll be able to salve up. Ramsey's getting low. Should be fine with the stick. Doesn't get max use out of it though because he had to morph towards strength.
3-3 and Saxa have played this lane really well so far. That's the first double decay that I have seen, I think. Or maybe one before.
Saxa's been pretty on point in fairness. And Solo's looking for Soul Rip opportunity to go turn around. The Battle Hunger, the burns, just get him low. Can they get him low enough? He wants the decay, hits onto 2, but Saxa dies to the tower. No!
The tower!
He gave vision with the right clicks. Oh no, tower. And Solo, oh, he's alive! 8 HP, he'll use the Soul Rip, 33 does get the Battle Hunger out again. He's gonna go up, use the decay. Should be fine, but the spins are going on for 33. He's gonna corner him. One spin, where's the second one? Doesn't need it, the Battle Hunger ticks.
Honestly, I don't wanna say anything badly, but this axe has no boots, and if you run dying there, if you don't use the decay, if you just run, I think you're fine. That Battle Hunger, maybe he counted for the decay.
He sidestepped slightly, I know.
No, maybe he was counting for the decays that are gonna run out. Maybe that's the thing.
Possibly,
so if one of the charges runs out, he dies to the Battle Hunger. So perhaps that was the case.
No, that would make a lot of sense here. I mean, Solo knows what he's doing. It's not going to be a likely sloppy mistake. There was probably a plan there. You'd hope, anyway. But so far, 33, while he is behind XP, he's doing pretty damn well. Yes, Morphlings at the top of the CS now, but they are aggressing them pretty hard here.
Yeah, they're doing a fine job so far, definitely. Ramsey is farming, and I'm not surprised. I'm just not surprised he put any lane versus this guy. He still fares
this man
well. Yeah.
Always finds
those denies are good. Basically, Battle Hunger is still on because of that, and he has no regen. So Solo is gonna come here
with a DD. You can actually do a lot of damage to 33. Battle Hunger's gonna come out. Ramsey's forced back a little bit. Cool's gonna be there, but they can't hit quick enough thanks to the spirits. So Solo can't actually hit on anyone.
Actually, couldn't this combo of Undying plus Morphling be insanely good if you morph all the strength out and then you soul Rip to heal? Like, shouldn't that...
It should be very powerful,
right?
Yeah, you're right. Oh, Ace going to work on Roger here. Toss going to come out. Roger needs to move away. Needs a few more taps, and Ace can't find it. Yeah, so they'll just have to back up, trade a little bit damage.
That Tiny is also very powerful right now, but he has to be careful.
Yeah, because you might get him. Leech Seed's going to be there. Roger won't get a chance to deny himself. It's going to be close. One bar tick. No. 5 HP. He stays alive. In the bot lane, Solo getting low. The spin's going to come out. You can stick up all you want, but you should die. He's gone.
So unfortunate for PPD there, but at least he got some really good players with him. 3-3 and Saxa, and they take down. So, like...
All in all, right now, they are enabling the Axe pretty well. And I think N.I.P. have identified that the TA is going to do fine regardless. You want that Axe, though, for the mid-game kind of team fight combos, right? Like, yes, you've got your overgrowth, but speaking of the Axe, he's down. Nice move forward again. But, like, to go to that point, it's... if remember the Na'Vi game, we had the combo, the Phoenix and the Treant, but there was always another layer to it, right, with the Enigma. And the Axe gives you that.
The only thing that I want to look at right now is this Invoker and how amazingly well he has played against the TA. Because this is just ridiculously good.
It's a lane that should have probably been written off.
I mean, as much as I know, this lane is really hard for Invoker. But no one is just no one, I suppose. No one isn't just no one.
He's not no one. He's someone. Someone to take note.
He's someone that can win that lane. Yeah, that heal that I was thinking about. It looks like it works really well.
I'm hoping they don't actually invest in the Tombstone early here. I don't like it in this type of lane. I'd rather have the Soul Rip. Yeah, they went for it.
He did take the Soul Rip level 2 though and the Tombstone.
That's not too bad.
So it's not too bad because like Axe and Phoenix aren't. I guess it can be used. I'm not the greatest fan either of the, especially Tombstone level 1, right? It's just free gold. But maybe it helps. Maybe they turn their aggression away from Morphling or Undying towards that stone, so towards that Tombstone, that is.
Yeah, but it's also the case you're in the lane against an Axe. You're just helping him out, really.
Yeah, he's gonna spin more.
Spins the wins. No one just trying to harass our Fada a little bit. He knows he can't kill him, but he has to be on the aggressive here because of the traps. And actually, trap comes out, no one. He's gonna be able to move away is the question. Can't get rid of the trap. Fada chasing forward, doesn't have the damage to finish it off.
No. he noticed the region is coming in, and he has the Fairy Fire as well. No refraction.
But I do like that move. He has to actually stage that aggression, otherwise Fada burns his regen.
You think so? I think it was enough when he burned all his mana. I had the feeling that after that.
Yeah, he went a little bit too far.
Yeah,
I agree. But the move at the beginning.
But the move
was
I
right.
understand completely. Yeah. Oh, Ramsey's actually blocked there.
Fight me, says a little creep. We'll better get for him. So looking at net worth so far, it's actually pretty evenly spread.
I mean, considering how greedy they started and considering they have a Quas in Invoker mid, I think they're doing really well.
They're doing fantastically in that regard. But this should change for the TA in a little bit. There should be stacks eventually coming out, and then of course you can start to move ahead of the Invoker possibly. But from that perspective, oh, Tiny. Toss back. Ace, Dust Reveal. He leveled the Shadow Walk, and he's going to pay a price for it. No, Living Armor. Can it keep him alive? It's going to be close, but not close enough. He goes down.
It's not really a lane that you look to see kills, right? It's this bottom lane that's always back and forth.
Yeah, this is the one that's really close to the line every time.
It's actually just Roger's really good moves there that enabled them that kill. Knowing his limits and playing really well.
And actually, like, back to that mid lane that you keep talking about, full props to Invoker, full props to no one, actually, because TA is going to try and actually compensate in the jungle, but that means Invoker's no longer really missing any CS at all. Not that he really seemed to early on from the net worth showing.
He still has to be careful because of the traps, but they already invested in that sentry on mid, and you can't really feed the traps either, right? You have to be careful with that too if you are a TA. So
I think he's forced in the shrine. Solo might have to use this. No one's here as well, though. They might go for play. Oh, no, the cold snap. Saxa, he gets caught. He's down. Beautifully done. Black Hole in the top lane. In the meantime, we'll get the kill to Ace. And this little bowman is not having a fun time. PBD's seen the dust is on him. They could toss him back, and they will do so. Can they get through him quick enough is the question. They should be able to, but he's not near the trees anymore.
I mean, man, N.I.P are just being outplayed on these lanes so hard. The bottom lane is doing kind of well, but the Morphling is like still on top. And I mean, it's weird to look at a team of such level like N.I.P and see them being
they're just being juggled.
They're just being juggled, yeah, exactly. And
actually, they got Ramsey in the bot lane.
There we go. They needed something. They needed something like that, definitely.
Yeah, they finally reached the point of annoyance with this Morphling. They commit onto him. They do get the kill, and that is the big kill right now.
Yeah, and DX has his little Vanguard now too. I mean, it's not the perfect timing. He's had it for a while, but
I like how you call it Lil. How condescending. Oh, 33 moving in. Solo. Might be in a little bit of trouble. Can they dunk him? No, the tornado can't. No one is going to cover his carry. His captain, rather. But actually, 33, is he going to die? Oh, living armors. No, it's not close enough. No one gets a kill. Going to slow down Saxo as well. Moving across. Ramsey's here. He says, do you want to kill? Let's get you involved as well. They take out 2, and all they lose is the Undying.
Solo is the one that's carrying them with his amazing drafts, so there's that. There's that, obviously.
That is true. He's carrying in that regards.
And, like, the Axe did get the kill on the Morphling, but then with that Vanguard and boots, and he went a bit too deep, feeling way too strong. And VP, they just instantly answer. And
yeah. And that's kind of the beauty of this build for the Invokers. He can go and do that around the map.
Of course, you want to do that, actually. This is your prime time right now. You have the Urn, you have the Cold Snap, you have your spells on, you just go. This is where you go, man. This is your... The thing is, usually you delay this Invoker a little bit, so his items do not go... He doesn't get these items nearly as fast as he did in this match, especially versus a TA. But he did get those items, and look at him, he's already rotating. He's coming
look at the TA. We found Avalanche toss going to be there. He does get the refraction out, but the cold snap's there, and he can't move away. The own on top of him. Fada should fall here. 3-on-1, no chance. Partial in the top lane, going to be chased down. Can he make his escape? Yeah,
the thing why they managed to kill her so easily is because of that smoke that happened from the Undying and Tiny. And speaking of Undying and Tiny...
33, he's been found, no mana. It's going to be the wall put down. They do drop the egg on the high ground. Can they actually get the pop in time? The Sunstride's going to be there. 33 down though. Stun's going to count. Saxon moving in, looking for the kill on Roger. He might be able to get it. But that's going to be it. They're going to turn around, look for him now. Dive comes in from Ramses. He turns back to himself, and it looks like Saxon's going to go down as well.
They don't even get the Tiny. He's just naturally so tanky. And now you've used your egg. you lost your Axe and your Phoenix afterwards. Like their whole, I don't know, their laning stage is looking really, really rough.
Yeah, right now it's getting pretty dark because the net worths are even. That's a fair point to make. Despite the kills and the way it's going, they are kind of keeping it even on the net worth.
They're keeping
but
it even.
They should be ahead with these heroes.
Exactly, that's my point. Like they're keeping even, but these heroes, like they need more time. And I think if you are N.I.P right now, perhaps you should commit more heroes to a single action, because you have to bring in the forces, because they're just juggling you if you don't. So,
well, the kind of thing to look at now is who's going to start taking towers, because N.I.P does have that defensive advantage of the living armor from the Treant. VP, they have decent push actually with the Tiny, with the Enigma. They can actually take towers pretty quickly.
Oh, definitely. That Enigma that you just mentioned has Dominator. I don't know how much I like it versus Ace, as he can do. He can't do it. He can't. I was just setting. I was setting this up. I was setting this up because I noticed that he's going for that build, and it's all right versus the Clinks, but he can always eat your creep, right? If he has the ultimate off cooldown. And I was setting it up, but he was trying to eat it and eat it.
Say please.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
The little mud golem just, no, don't eat me.
Ace is just one of those children on TV, like just send us some food. Sack's going to make escape, Avalanche's going to come out, the dust reveal, Ace is in trouble, EMP's going to be there as well, looks like it's going to go down, gets the strafe off but can't do anything with it.
Very unfortunate there. I mean, the Phoenix started running back and the Treant as well, but the Clinks, the most important one, didn't get out. Very unfortunate if you are an N.I.P fan.
And I believe...
Oh, Courier!
Oh no, it's gonna live 5 HP.
Wait, doesn't that always get it, no?
Oh, the other thing I was gonna highlight is Axe did manage to snipe the other Courier, I think. The Calm Blade's on cooldown.
Oh, but look at Roger!
Oh, Roger!
There we go!
Gets it.
What a god, what a player.
I mean, the only thing I'd say is, come on, if you're gonna make that investment into keeping your Courier alive, surely you stick it right up against the back. So you can't get it.
Yeah, I guess you do, but they didn't, and Roger was in the right place at the right time, so let me praise him a little bit.
So, you know, a little bit of animal abuse coming out here as both teams do lose their Couriers.
There's a double damage that no one's picking up.
Ace is here. No one is here as well. Cold Snap reveal is going to be there. 33 trying to move away, but this is a fully completed Spirit Vessel taking a lot of damage. Ramsey's going to move across as well. And 33, he's in trouble. Cool's going to come out. Trying to get rid of the Tombstone. Fighter's not even helping with it. So no, Deafening Blast going to be there. The Avalanche is available. They don't even need it. The toss gets him. Triple kill for Ramses as he cleans up the fight.
Do you know why I said Deafening Blast? It's not because of those skills, it's the fact that Ace was looking for an opening on Invoker the whole time, and he knew that he has to wait until it's casted, but he got on top of the Invoker. He was invis, and he got pushed, and he couldn't kill the Invoker. I actually thought that he was going to be able to do it really easily, but that Deafening Blast did so much more that no one even knew.
Definitely problematic. 5k net worth lead down for Virtus.Pro, and this TA is having literally no impact at this stage.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. Are you gonna do a pub-style build like a Dazo and say, guys, I got this late game, just me, it's on me? Or are you gonna go for a Blink Dagger and try to join these fights early on?
I mean, you have potent combos there, but first of all, you're gonna need 33 to get that Blink Dagger. He's got 1200 gold, he's still got some way to go.
This Enigma has too much, man. This is way too much for this stage of the game. Dominator and also Blink Dagger, 16 minutes in. He's had it for a while as well, and this is just rough.
I mean, this is where the pushes we were talking about are going to start to come in.
I mean, N.I.P, they still have a really strong team fight. Don't get me wrong. Like, they can still take this for sure, but it's looking rough right now.
Ace around the back, Sentry spots him, Tornado's going to count, the EMP is going to be there as well. Slow down the Cold Snap, looks like he might fall, no man to work with, no time. The egg is pretty defensive and Ace should be going down. There's the black hole coming out. We'll just catch on to the Treant though. They're going to move away with the TA and PBD will be left behind. Does get Invis. Roger moving forward, interesting smoke coming out. Sacks are hit by the Spirit Vessel to toss forward. They'll be able to find no, he's staying alive. Roger needs to renew it. Avalanche comes out, get the kill, needs to move away himself. PBD chasing Leech Seed. There's going to be a trap coming out. Fighter has to back off though. He says, PBD, it's all you. Roger tosses him away though. He's like, no way am I messing with this. No one with the Tornado coming out. The Cold Snap, the Spirit Vessel's there. Fighter going to hide though. Cold Snap still on. They spot him out. PBD's going to fall and Fighter's just going to sit here.
Oh,
Refraction.
I don't think he can.
He really wants to go for no one, but he's
On
not
the
full
other
for
side,
this.
though, they're fighting here.
They're still going. Roger low needs one more tap. He's still alive. Ace can't get it. No.
He can suicide himself.
There we
He's
go.
dead.
Get to deny.
That's like, I mean, a little bit sloppier from VP than we usually see, but still, they put that sentry behind them. They're super prepared for the clinks because of that. I think maybe Ace shouldn't be going from behind because of the way his team fights. Basically, you have the Treant and the Phoenix, and you don't have to go so far behind them because, I mean, it's good because you want to dodge the Invoker spells, but at the same time, if they're prepared, you're just going to be alone and they're going to blow everything on you. So you have to be a bit more careful. But overall, everything else and how they played, like Deafening Blast, moving away the TA from the black hole wasn't great either for VP. But overall, like, solid team fights coming from both of these teams. The TA survived at least. Yeah.
I mean, overall, that black hole was pretty underwhelming, but it didn't even matter in the grand scheme of things.
It called the TA. If the TA was there, I guess it would have mattered. But the TA, I think she got pushed away.
And Saxa being chased down here, forced to use the egg. Pasha's going for it. No one's trying to get involved. The call's going to fail, and Pasha will be able to move away. Does get hit by the egg. Are they going to keep chasing? There's the question. They're pretty deep. Now there might be the turnaround. The Devil Blast through, connect on the free. The Overgrowth's going to be there. EMP, though, just burning up their mana. Sunray coming through, sacks up, but they're trying to chase through. Flow free has no mana. On the back foot, Ramsey just going to work. Double kill already. Bala's been seen as well. The cold snap still proccing. We'll try and use the Mel, but they see him perfectly. They go to work. Ramsey says, I'm a better TA than you.
Yeah, he just goes from behind there, cleans up, cleaning house, man. This Ramsey's Morphling is already here. It's ready and active. He's 10k. Like, you haven't done enough damage to him on the lane, and then you haven't done enough damage to this no one Invoker in order for them to crumble and fall apart your pressure, because let's be honest, N.I.P. so far, they haven't really made any real pressure towards Virtus.Pro.
Now it's going to be Roche as well, and N.I.P. we said they need to be ahead at this stage, and they are falling heavily behind. And you have to look and go, where's the recovery? What is the difference, right?
Proper team fights.
Exactly, because that's what they're all about.
Team fights, yeah.
And the concern is on the other side for VP, with the Invoker getting so much gold, with Enigma doing so well, they have means to counteract these team fights.
Definitely. It's looking rough. I wouldn't like say N.I.P. is out by any stretch right now. Like, there's still a lot to be played, but it is looking grim for them. They are 20-5, and if they aren't finding, if they don't find the items in the farm, the call
coming out, going on the Morphling here. Interesting choice. Saxa with the Sunray, doesn't get caught by the Tornado, but Ramsey's, he's ready to party. Turns into Axe himself. Ace, dust reveal, he can't get away. The call's going to go out, and Ramsey's going to fight with him. 33, there's a lot of zombies here. Is he going to go around? It looks like he might. They get two, they lose nothing.
Should they farm the Ancients, actually? They won't?
They could, they choose not to. Ramsey's like, whatever, I'm happy, yeah, I've got a DD, let's go fight some more. Roger in the top lane, wants to make a move on a Saxa. He doesn't have his own blink though, so it's a little bit hard.
I mean, Phoenix should theoretically be good versus the Morph when he morphs into Strength, right? But like at this point...
It was irrelevant at that stage. It's
irrelevant because you're lacking levels and you're lacking items.
They've been found, the black hole comes out, they want him so badly, they should be able to find him. They've got damage limit armor's going to be there, Dust reveal gets him.
I mean, I understand the Desolator with the clinks, the minus armor, it's fine. They lack, I suppose they lack physical damage, but at the same time, if you aren't able to join these fights in a more active fashion, in a way that you jump on someone and blow him up. Alright,
okay.
Well, Roger
just went down.
Up.
Roger did manage to snipe the bird in the end. 33 helped the Spirit Vessel, the Cold Snap as well, taking a lot of damage. Needs to move way quicker than this, but he can't. Sunray's going to come out. Waveform through is enough. Ramsey shotguns him down. And Saxa can burn up Ramsey where he wants, but he's just going to start morphing across. And now Saxa might fall as well if he's not careful. Cold Snap's going to be there, Spirit Vessel as well. Has to back away. Shoot about survive, or will he wait for him in? They want it, they force the egg. Ramsey's just going to clean it up, says thank you for the freebie. Double kill for Ramses, and this is getting out of control. That was an act of desperosity.
I mean, if they had an additional tier 2, they would have went for GG, yeah.
They have to. Their bird bought back for that. He uses the supernova for nothing.
It's amazing, man. Virtus.Pro, what?
The 21.5-minute finish, and this is... We looked at the drafts, and we go, and everyone on the panel agrees, like, VP's looking pretty greedy here.
Man,
N.I.P., they had the powerful
when you
combo.
win all the lanes and you are greedy, you're gonna win afterwards, definitely. I mean...
Of course.
Okay, mid wasn't a full win, but he kept up with the TA very, very well. And on the bottom lane as well, Morphling wasn't suffering. Yeah, Solo was dying a few times, but so what? overall, Virtus.Pro yesterday versus Team Spirit, I understood it. Like Team Spirit, not really the big name, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they are strong. Don't get me wrong, but I believe N.I.P might be considered stronger. But they do the same thing to N.I.P as well. They just style on them.
Yeah, I mean, in fairness, N.I.P have been looking pretty decent. Their rate of improvement has been looking fantastic. They've got a lot of star players there, and there's going to be many questions to be asked, and that's exactly what we've got the panel for. We're going to go to them now and get their opinions.